trophies. They're born out from schools ascending to new heights at the same time and finding the other guy standing in the way of their ultimate goal. It's time to find out who's going to get run over this time. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Gators will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Little touch pass to the receiver. Knocked down behind the line, and this defense trying to shut down the running game and set the tone right out of the gate.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Second down, they'll go to the air. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle. It's Jefferson. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Throws to the wideout. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. These two, which have so much cross-pollination and legendary games in their history, first played in 1916 with the Vols blanking the Gators in Florida. Tennessee actually won the first 10 meetings, with Florida not getting a W in the series until 1954.
And there's a period of time, Reese, in this rivalry that the game not only had SEC championship implications, but national championship implications too. You think back to the heyday of this rivalry in the late 90s. Danny Werfel going up against Peyton Manning. We played the Vols, and we had games that were won in overtime. We had games that went down to 2-minute drives. There was so much NFL talent on the field, and it was such a competitive and physical game every single year.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening happening on first down.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Trying to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
What a job by this defense. What a response to some early success for the offense, shutting them down on third and goal. And now I think it's decision time for this offense, and this crowd is going to help you out because they are going bananas.
This defense trying to stand tall on fourth and goal from the 2. Looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. Stepping to the right. They got him for the sack, and now he's got the ball back after the fourth down stop.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they're aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14. The Gators in the hurry up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
To the air on second down. Got a man. It's Brown. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. At the 40, there he goes. Ripped off a huge shot play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. First down. With the catch, it's Wilson. Open space at the 25. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field. They got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Under fire. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
And the Vols will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He takes it at the 45. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Quarterback may change this route. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's open on the right. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Wants to go up top on first down. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Gator!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after they catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here is the Tennessee offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Pulls it in, it's Moulton. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Moulton. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Davis. The Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. He has the first and still on his feet. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee!
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Daniels. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Might be calling a hot route. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Gonna take a shot. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
The Gators send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll look it in inside his 40. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Pass rush, comes after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Second down, he'll throw it. He's looking deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds his man. It's Matthews. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. On the run, still looking. Hit as he throws. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Great coverage coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Caught in the backfield. It's Wilson. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Second down coming up. He might want another play. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Oh, he wants it all. Reels it in down the left side. They make the stop, and this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Complete to the left. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Gators have it in scoring position on first and goal. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Vols will boot away to start the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did.
Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Floating away. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
He'll step out of bounds just short of the 25-yard line, and this offense has an explosive play early in the drive. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
On the run, deep down the right side. He's got it along the sideline. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy. He's accurate, off schedule.
There he goes. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He's got it on the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides to back and leaves it. Touchdown Vols! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Gators sending the offense back to work. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Here's a heat. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. It's good. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They'll try to get it through the air. It falls incomplete, and will change ends of the field to get things started back up. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got it! And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. 4th down, need a conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football. Big 4th down conversion.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Things had not gone the way they had planned. born from trophies. They're born out from schools ascending to new heights at the same time and finding the other guy standing in the way of their ultimate goal. It's time to find out who's going to get run over this time. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gators will kick it away to start. And the game is underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break for this offense. Offense at an empty set. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Jefferson. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the ball's headed quickly to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Now the connection takes him to the 11. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Fires to the end zone. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Follows a good block there, picks up 3s out to the 9. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers to that.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. The Gators are on the move. To the air on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It
breaks into the open. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped a terrific run after the catch. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And the Gators moving quickly to the line. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy over.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll immediately call timeout. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. Looking to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Florida! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down near the goal line. Everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
His drive will open from the 15. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Oh, they're after him. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats.